Alright. We are now inside the castle. Actually, we're sort of at the outside area of the castle. Well, no, I'm sorry, the inner outside. More like just the front balcony, or however you want to call it. But you're gonna want to pay attention in this first section because there's about 3 guards you have to pass by without being seen. I kind of figured this out early on, but it's not really anything special. But if you do get caught, you just have to go back to the beginning of this spot here. This is the best recommended way to do it. There is a section there where you can get extra rupees, but I have not been able to master that, so if anyone knows how to do it, tell me. So in this one here, you've got 2 of them to figure out. You'll notice there's a Triforce symbol there. That does have a significance. I actually like how the angle sort of just goes 3D from like going 2D. That's kind of neat. But even though you can't see it very well, there's about 2 guards you have to pass by, and it does take a lot of time. I got really lucky on the first try here, but it does take a lot of patience to get through that. And this is pretty much the reason we came in here, this castle in the first place, was to meet this interesting girl here. Now this theme should sound very familiar if you've never played Link to the Past. You won't recognize it, but it's a pretty little song here. And so now for a little bit of voice characterization. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of forest, would you? That green and shining stone? She kind of sounds like Bilbo Baggins, like, do you think I could just wear the ring one last time? So, for the most part, for the rest of this video, it's going to be mostly cutscenes, and you're going to just get to see a lot of the story of, just more of the story that kind of tells you more about the game. So, the light turned into a figure holding a something. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. So if you haven't figured this out, this is actually Zelda as a kid. So she got so carried away with her story, she forgot to introduce herself. So I kind of just blew it out. She identifies herself as Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? I called myself Link just because it's standard. Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Well, duh, it was from the first 2 games. Okay then, Link, I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Yeah, I said no just to see what would happen. And she just goes, come on, don't be a blabbermouth! And then, of course, just goes to here. Please keep this a secret from me. The legend goes like this. I kind of like how it just fades away like that, zooms out. So, if I haven't said it before, there is lots of graphics in this game that personally I find to be like very phenomenal. When you get things like the purple and the green and the blue, I mean, I don't know about you, but it was ahead of its time. But it worked. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, if someone with an evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That is what has been told. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from the evil ones. So the Temple of Time obviously plays a key part in the game. So you'll find out more about that later. Now, there is a segment in this particular part that's coming up in just a couple of minutes that I guess has some controversy on YouTube, and I'm only gonna just give my personal take on it. I'd be very interested in hearing what the rest of you guys have to say about it. But it's mainly the part where okay, yeah, and it's just revealing that the item of the family is the mysterious Ocarina of Time. So it's not like the flute that you have right now, but the Ocarina of Time is going to be a real pivotal thing about. It's going to be a very important item that's going to be involved in the game here. So, alright, so Link, if you don't know already, he looks through a window and he sees what appears to be Ganondorf. So he just shows him. She just shows him her dream, and so it's like, I don't know how the dream gets recorded, but somehow it shows like Ganondorf running there, and I don't know how. I really can't make the connection here at all about how that comes in. Even though it is a dream, I don't know if it's like her brain being projected through like this window. I don't know. Thoughts are pretty much welcomed on that one. So now, here's another thing. Link doesn't talk in this game at all, except for this one right here, where it says, "What happened? Did he see you?" Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. And it points right at Link as well. So, I really don't get why that's the only time he talks. Perhaps the creators just thought it would be just interesting just to put him there, or what. But I mean, I honestly don't get what the deal is with that at all. So if anyone has some input on that, go ahead and comment me on that one too. Because frankly, to me, it's just a mystery. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. Link, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please! Please! Well, what if I said I don't believe you? What would she say, like, oh, what are you, crazy? Yeah, I wouldn't oh, excuse me. I wouldn't get your hopes up, lady. So the more you read this, the more it's pretty obvious that this is a standard Zelda game, really. If you've followed like the Legend of Zelda, then you know there's basically lots of treasures to get and dungeons to go through, which is pretty common. Now, this letter here, I don't think I've actually used this at all. I don't know what it was supposed to be used for, or if it needs to be used, but it's just sort of like a thing that you use or whatever. Oh wait, it's actually I'm sorry. You do actually use it once, but it'll let you into one of the cities. I forgot about that. So you won't see that in this video, but you'll see it in future videos to come. So after she's done talking, she directs you to her attendant, who takes you pretty much escorts you out of the castle without getting seen by guards or whatnot. But in this particular cutscene, you get to learn your very first song. So the coolest feature that I first found out about this game is that you can actually play songs to allow like certain things to be created and for certain effects to have happen. How I found out about it, it was rather odd. I think by now most LPers should know who Big Dip on a Bus is. He's really a good friend of mine, and he's really opened my eyes to a lot of just different things and interests and stuff. So what I saw this in Majora's Mask was just you're playing this thing here. You learn different songs and you just sort of play them. I kind of like that, and another friend had told me it sort of got derived from Ocarina of Time. So what we've just learned here is the lullaby, which, if you've been paying attention, has been the song that's been playing in the background the whole time. So it should have given you a clue. Okay, that's what you got to learn. So it does make some good use, and it's worth some fun indeed. So, alright, so now we're outside the castle, and basically the guy is just kind of saying, "You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule." Now, if any of you remember the Adventures of Link Zelda 2, one of the final area was Death Mountain, and in this game it seems to be like the first place you're required to go. And I don't know about you guys, but I personally find that it's ironic that they make Death Mountain like one of the first places you have to go after like you get going with the game. So anyhow, this is really where the game begins for me, I think. Going through with Kokiri Forest and the castle was really like all introductory for me, and the Deku Tree. So this is really where it all starts, and this is really where it's gonna count. Yeah, that disappearing act is gonna occur fluent in the game. I find that to be a mystery why that happens, but I don't know. So that wraps it up for this video. Next time we are going to be heading to your very first town.